How's it going, everybody? So today I saw this.
This massive new unfunded mandate would cost states a whopping $19 billion each year.
Okay, quick pause. If you haven't seen that video, obviously, go watch it. Come right back. But I have a question. Why? Why does it have to cost states anything? When I watched that video, it immediately reminded me of this.
Is the Maine here, the governor of Maine?
Not here.
Are you not going to comply with it?
I'm complying with state federal laws.
We are the federal law. Well, you better do it. You better do it because you're not going to get any federal funding at all if you don't. And by the way, your population, even though it's somewhat liberal, although I did very well there, your population doesn't want men playing in women's sports. So you better comply because otherwise you're not getting any federal funding.
See you in court.
Every state, good. I'll see you in court. I look forward to that. That should be a real easy one.
Pause again, just really quick. Governor Mills, bravo. So moving on, I have another question. In the military, we are told that you should always follow your superiors. You should always do what you're told unless it is something that is illegal, immoral, or unethical. And with everything going on right now, all of this absolute insanity is definitely, obviously, illegal, immoral, and unethical. Especially if you have a conscience or are capable of and understand the concept of shame. So when I ask, why is it that the big bogus bill has to cost states anything, or why does it have to be such a detriment to the American people? What I'm asking is, why do we have to follow it at all? We do not have to allow this. Period. I don't care if it's passed the Senate. I don't care if it was approved by Congress. I don't care who it was signed by. This does not have to be the way that things are going to be. If our lawmakers and legislators actually represent us, then they know full well that this is not something that we want. This is not something that anybody wants or needs. It is, in fact, the exact opposite of those things. I saw another creator on TikTok the other day that made a video saying essentially that not everything is a distraction. Multiple things can happen at the same time. And there are a lot of things happening at the same time right now. It definitely feels like everything is happening everywhere all at once. But that's because it is. And when you hear that you might be getting distracted by this over here, that's because certain people believe that you're being distracted by the wrong things. Well, there are no right or wrong things when it comes to all of this being blasted at us on a daily basis. This is still something that is important that we should be discussing. Just like the genocide against Palestine. Just like Adriana Smith, Philando Castile, Breonna Taylor, Jonathan Joss. The list goes on and on. It is insane how long this list is. Finally, I have a message for the people that think that they are in charge. If you can look at yourself in the mirror and not be bombarded by horrific thoughts of all the crimes that you've committed against your own people, or if you can fall asleep at night peacefully without being attacked by images and nightmares of women having miscarriages in Taco Bell bathrooms and then being arrested and charged with abuse of a corpse, then I hope the level of hell that you are sent to is paved with all of the crimes that you have committed against these people of the United States. I hope that you have to relive every microaggression, every bigoted statement, every life lost, and every family member or friend who was ripped away from their loved ones, just so you know what it feels like. I will not be celebrating Independence Day this year. There is no cause for it. To all my followers, to all my people, I love you. Thank you for stopping by. Sorry it got a little weird. I don't even know if I made a coherent thought, but that's all the stuff I wanted to say today. And as usual, if you'd like to talk about it, then let's have a conversation.
Okay, so I overall agree with this statement. There are a couple of things I disagree with. First of all, I'm an atheist, so I don't believe in hoping that these people get some kind of just punishment in an afterlife. I'd like to see them punished here in life. But I understand where he's coming from. And I did celebrate the 4th of July. And I understand that a whole bunch of people on the left didn't celebrate the 4th of July. And believe me, I understand why you didn't. I still celebrate the 4th of July. I predominantly celebrate the 4th of July because it's my father's birthday. And the 4th of July would have been my father's, this year would have been his 82nd birthday. But I also celebrate the 4th of July in respect to the birth of a nation. And I understand that we are in a period where democracy is under attack and dying right before our eyes. I understand that this has not truly been a free nation for everybody since the dawn of the Republic. But I also understand that I think that this country has done an awful lot of good in the world. And even though this country is incredibly flawed and has a lot of red in its ledger, I'm still damn proud to be an American. I am still damn proud to be part of the country that fought back fascist regimes around the world. It's just a shame that we currently have fascism taking hold in the United States of America because a group of people in this country who claim to love it the most want to see it destroyed in the most gruesome way. And that would be MAGA. They don't want America anymore. They want MAGA land. So I'm still going to celebrate the 4th of July in the hopes that people like us, true patriots, people that truly love freedom, the American way of life, and everything that has afforded us over the years, stick around and fight back. Because in the past, we have had to fight fascist regimes overseas with men and women like that young man in that video, brave enough to put on that uniform and go put their lives on the line. And now we got to do it right here in our own backyard. Now is the time more than ever to stand up and say, no, I am proud to be an American, and I am not going to let you turn our country into fascism. That gentleman did make, just for the record, you made a lot of very good points, of very coherent points, and I'm right there with you through 99.9% of that video, and thank you very much for your service.